Today I want to show my blog about the business rule framework, brfplus.co.uk. You notice that I consider this free tool SAP's biggest secret, and when you scroll further down, you will see several categories. Get Informed highlights what the tool has to offer. Practical Advice provides examples of how to use the tool. Be Prepared focuses on the steps you take when you want to use the tool. And Career Opportunities centers on how you can build a career when you are a skilled BRF Plus consultant. But there's also a section called Training Courses. It offers an opportunity to get free instructions on how to build your first BRF Plus function, playing the game rock, paper and scissors against your SAP system. And now I'm going to show the result when you completed the free training course in an S4HANA 1809 environment. You execute the business rule framework via the transaction BRF+. Now don't worry about the jargon, we focus now on the results. And we look at this application called Games, and it's got two functions. And a function is the interface between the ABAP program and the decision making you do within the business rule framework. So when we look at the winner, we see two types of inputs. The input from the human, our decision to do either rock, paper or scissors, and the time. And the time is used to convert it into the decision from the computer. And then we got a result. And the result is stored here in a structure that has the output of the human, the output of the computer, and then the winner. Let's do a simulation. Let's say we decide rock, and we execute this at 10:45:22. Now the time is converted into a decision by the computer, and the computer says paper, and paper wins over rock, therefore the computer wins. But what if we did scissors? When we execute that, as the time did not change, the decision of the computer did not change, so we actually became the winner now. It's a bit of cheating. But what if we also decide for paper? Then, as you see, there's no winner. So how did we get from the input to the output? You do that via the rule set. And we got one rule set that says get result. There it says that if the input from the human is provided and a time is provided, then we're going to fill the result structure. The input from the human is moved to the output from the human. The input from the computer is moved to the output to the computer. And when you've got those two values, then you can decide a winner based on this table. And here you see the rules for rock, paper, scissors. But now you might have observed something. We have time as input, but we don't see time here to convert into the output of the computer. We see here this variable input computer. Where does that come from? Well, we do that here. We need the input from the computer in order to make a decision who's going to be the winner. Input from the computer is not provided in the signature, so therefore we have to declare it as an additional variable, and it's going to get filled by executing another function. So we call a function within a function, and we pass the time to this other function. And now we are in the function that decides the input for the computer. You see here the time and the result here. Let's do a simulation. We've got the time 10:45:22. We know that that would have as a result paper. which is correct. But what if we would have executed this a second later? Then the computer would have selected rock. And if we do it a second after that, then the computer would have selected scissors. So how did that work? So how do we get from time to the input of the computer? We do that via the rule set. The rule set get decision computer. There it says if time is provided, then we use this table called decision computer to get the result. When we look inside this table, we see this new variable called deciding second. And there are 60 values between 0 and 59. And based on that result, the computer either decides rock, paper, or scissors. But then deciding second is not mentioned here. It is again a variable that we have to define. And now we're going to base the value on a calculation. It is a formula. When you go inside the formula, we see that we need another formula to get to the end result. And if we go into this calculate total seconds, we see there are more formulas as well. And now you can see what we did with the time, because get hours converts the timestamp into a variable. So if it is 10:45:22, then the result of get hours will be 10. And the get minutes will be 45 and seconds 22. So now we converted the time into variables, and now we can make a formula out of that. So this is the overview of the end result of the free training course that you can get on the website brfplus.co.uk. If you are interested in learning this new tool, I would suggest to sign up and go through the exercises.